So here we go. We are doing this video today rather than tomorrow. So you're getting two videos today on Monday because we're away for a couple of days. And I wanted to introduce our project for February. So I could have pre-recorded a Tuesday sewing video, but I didn't want to because I want to get or give you the chance to start collecting some bits and bobs, going through your stash, getting things ready for our February journal. I nearly couldn't say February then. February journal. And I'm very excited. And I thought that to make a journal in the style of this YouTube creator and artist, as well as doing all the ephemera and things to go in it, decorating the pages and everything, would be a good month's worth of work for us for videos. So I thought, well, we'll just feature her for a whole month. And so we are featuring the lovely Amity Bloom, so Jazzy, who runs the YouTube channel Amity Bloom. It's a big channel. You probably already know about her in the States. If you don't, go and check out. I'll leave the details down below. Let her know I've sent you. And she is, well, she just got a whole business now. She went to university to do design and all that sort of thing. She got a whole business now doing digitals and washi tapes and everything else like that. Beautiful things that you can buy. So what I thought I'd do, and I have actually written it out quite large on here because I thought you could screenshot it or just freeze it and write down these supplies, as it were, really. So, you know, I got to thinking about what embodies the style of Jazz, and these are the things that I feel that she is known for using in her journals, and we're going to have a go at you know, emulating this in the journal we're going to make, including the cover. So, features that Amity Bloom uses: a mix of lace. So there's always usually plenty of pretty things in there, pretty laces, antique laces, old vintage lace that comes off tablecloths and the like. Fabric wallpaper. Now, a lot of her supplies are actually antique wallpaper that she gets from antique stores. So she does have a collection of fabric feeling wallpapers, antique wallpapers. They tend to be quite floral, quite pretty. And she then scans in her real life treasures and creates digitals for us to use. Laminate flowers. So she does tend to laminate things and make laminate tags, laminate flowers, pretty things, laminated to put in. So we'll be doing some of those. Pretty washi tape. Now, it is like getting hold of hen's teeth, getting her washi. She lets you know she's going to put it on and it's gone. You know, we don't stand a chance in the UK. They're so pretty and lovely quality from what you can see. So I'm using these that I got from Daphne's Diary, which I thought were going to be the next best thing. They're quite pretty if you look at the types that we've got in this collection. I'm going to be using some of those, unless I manage to get some of these January ones that I think she's going to be launching. But, you know, a lot of the times, if they're launched in the States, the timing is probably middle of the night here, not easy to get hold of. This is a nice one as well, this sort of thing that she uses. So we're going to have a go with that. So get out all your pretty, your floral washi. Can't get it back in there, look. Unless you have some of hers. You might be lucky enough to be in the States and I managed to get some. Ruffles, so often homemade ruffles. We have done that in the past. I have made them on the channel, but we might make some new ones. Photographs, so real life photographs of her family, friends, and also vintage and antique photographs. Sentiments, so she's very big on sentiments. Quotes, quote of the day, positive quotes of the day, that sort of thing. So that's, sorry, I'm moving it about and you're trying to look, screenshot it. So yeah, plenty of sentiments in there. Tip-ins. So tip-ins are where there's a page or the photograph or something that you want to add to a page and you want it to open. Then obviously it's just a term that junk journalers use. You tip it in by usually putting some washi down it so that it opens on a page like so. Extra wraparound cover. Now she does this a lot. So your base cover for your journal, and then often she will do a wraparound one which has either got extra lace on, extra fabric, sentiments that are printed on laminates or cardboard or whatever. So we will certainly be doing that. As I've said before, antique documents. She uses a lot of French ephemera. Texture paste stencils. Now I love the way that she does this. And she'll make tags and she'll make pockets, or even just put some texture paste stencils on a page, and it looks really effective. So we're going to have a play with that. I haven't done that for ages. Music paper. I can't find any old music paper in my stash. I'm hoping we might get some from when we go to Scarborough to Mrs. Lofthouse's, where we used to go and get our music from. It's an old second-hand bookstore, so I'm hoping they might have some in, because I haven't got any anywhere. I've looked. Vellum. So either printed on vellum or pattern vellum, coloured vellum, that sort of thing. Colour swatches. So the likes that you can get from the, like B&Q is a big hardware store here in the UK. And you can go and get a variety of colour swatches free to see if you want the colours on your wall. You can always make your own. We can make our own as well with some crayons, paints, that sort of thing. And then the other big thing that I love about what she does is often her journals have got a themed story. So she'll give the journal a name, say it's a lady's name, Maud, and then she does a little bit of a narrative running throughout the journal about Maud's life. And you'll say, oh, look, this is Maud's husband, a couple of photos of her children. She likes beekeeping. You know, here's some lovely tags and sentiments to do with beekeeping, that sort of thing. And it all comes together really nicely in the end. So like yesterday, we made, well, today's video, as you've seen it, we made the lovely journal cards that have got lace on. How well are these going to suit all these things we've talked about? So I'm very excited. I hope you're going to join me for the whole month. We've still got, you know, we're going to do it Catherine Revisited, because obviously quite a few of these I've already done myself in the past, or a version of my version of. And on Thursdays when we're doing Inspired By, you know, the whole month is inspired by Amity Bloom, but Thursday Inspired By, we're going to be doing the journal cover, and then we're going to put the journal together and decorate it, put all the things we're making it in her, try and emulate her style. I'm excited, but I'm a bit nervous. This is way out my comfort zone, I do have to say. And I've already been playing about with trying to make the cover and things like to emulate her style. It isn't easy. She makes it look really easy, and it isn't. Not to when you're trying to get all these lovely elements fitting in and making it work. So yeah, way out my comfort zone, but I'm excited to be doing it. So there you go. I hope you're going to join us on Thursday. We'll be putting together, having a look at making our journal cover and some ideas of what we're going to do for the wraparound cover as well. So thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you on Thursday. Bye for now.